Locked. No one's here.
America, Holmes. I never thought I should be so lucky as to visit.
Do you know anything about this? Could you help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
May I ask you something?
No, never heard nothing.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
May I ask for your assistance?
I'm sorry. You should search for answers somewhere else.
Rather unassuming for a jewelry store.
Damn, he at it again. Barnaby still owes you. If he can't pay in greenbacks, he'll pay in blood.
Are you able to help me?
I'm bone tired, but yeah, I'll help you. Anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
May I ask you something?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
This place, there's a Spartan charm, does it not?
It does. My soul will always yearn for London's gloom, but it reminds me of Cordona in a nice way. Barnaby, unconscious but with his eyes open. Look, Watson, the two of you are just alike.
Oh, great. So I look like a haggard alcoholic.
Eureka!
What have you got?
An idea. First, we'll need Mr. Barnaby's clothes.
Holmes.
Watson, time is of the essence. Just stay cool, play the part, and no one will notice the difference. Trust me.
Holmes, must we really indulge in this farce?
It worked in Switzerland, didn't it?
Sure, if you redefine the word worked.
Where's my cash, Frank? In the bartender's tip jar? Where's the money, Barnaby?
I'll wait here so as not to arouse suspicion.
Mr. Barnaby.
Right you are. Shop owner.
Right. Your invitation, sir?
Here you go.
You okay, sir? Seem to have the jumps.
I'm in a rush.
Come on in.
Heavens, I never seen gems so big.
I simply must have them.
Help me, please.
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
It isn't possible for me to help you. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'm just dealing with another client's request. Please wait a moment.
Are you able to help me?
I'm so sorry. I can't be of help.
They're so black, it's like they absorb light. Rather hypnotic.
I know. Exciting, ain't it? I'll be right with you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
Help me, please.
You better ask someone else about that.
Do you know anything about this?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I've never heard of that.
This might be useful. I'll make a note.
Morning, sir, and welcome to the E.W. Gray Banking House. The auction will begin shortly. Name's Zoe Clemens, and I'd be delighted to help you.
Pleasure to meet you, Miss Clemens. I am Frank Barnaby. I do have some questions, if you don't mind. These gems are rather curious. What can you tell me about them?
These rare beauties are black opals, all the way from Coober Pedy, South Australia. When they catch the light, the dark stone becomes a brilliant rainbow. It's something special.
Forgive my curiosity, but who was the previous owner?
Sir, I ain't at liberty to disclose them details.
It doesn't say where these stones came from, no provenance, no previous owner. I'm starting to suspect they were illegally procured.
What? We would never. I can assure you these gems were bought from one of New Orleans' most upstanding citizens, a philanthropist no less. If you would like to know more, I could get my manager.
You old dog, Barnaby. Didn't think you'd sober up for the auction. An hour ago, you were 3 sheets to the wind.
Oh, you know, I hold my liquor better than most. And the auction was an important business opportunity.
An important business opportunity. Ha! What have you done with the real Barnaby?
Well, maybe I'm drunker than I thought, mister.
Mister? What's wrong, Frank? You're looking pale. Don't you recognize your old pal, Grub?
Of course I know you, Sheriff.
Good. Now, while I have you, there's the matter of your outstanding fines. I've been more than reasonable, but I'm afraid the bills come due.
Fines? Right, I'm afraid I don't have anything on me.
That's funny. Ain't you at the auction? I weren't born yesterday, Frank. Now, assault, battery, disorderly conduct, that's serious stuff. You got off easy, but if you don't pay up, things get a whole lot worse.
Look, Sheriff, I'm not actually...
Whoa. Think careful now, 'cause Frank Barnaby only owes us cash. But fraud, impersonation, that's weasel behavior. And you know what we do to weasels round these parts. Feed 'em to the gators. So, Frank, what's it gonna be?
Here's all I have.
Mighty fine of you. The people of this parish deserve peace. They don't take kindly to visitors. Don't miss that boat tomorrow morning, Doctor.
Are you able to help me?
I don't want to disappoint you, but I'm clueless.
Mr. Barnaby, were you wanting to submit a bid? The auction will close in 30 minutes. I believe we now have offers on every gem.
told you, Holmes. I told you it was a bad plan. Now we're penniless and wanted criminals.
Hysteria gets us nowhere, Watson. Tell me what happened.
The sheriff saw right through me. He knew who I was from the start. Extorted me for every coin I had.
Bah, all that matters is what you learned about the gems.
I shan't discuss it while still wearing that blighter's clothes. I'm going back to the boat to get changed. Help me, please.
No, I've never heard of it, but I can help you with something else.
No. No! Was that your luggage again? I don't understand. We just got it back in order.
Oh, bollocks. Now our clothes are in the bloomin' water.
It was like the luggage had legs of its own. Oh, Mr. Pratchett will have my head.
I ain't sure what you did to the sheriff, but it must have been something real hairy to have him chuck your luggage off the pier.
With respect, miss, have we met before?
If you were the real Frank Barnaby, yeah, we would have. But where are my manners? I'm Lucy. And you are?
John. I didn't mean to be rude. I've just had a difficult day, miss.
Well, it's barely noon. And you've already made an enemy in Sheriff Grubb. The man starves his gators just in case someone crosses him. John who?
Watson.
Well, Johnny, if you plan on sticking around, you better change that suit, or Frank's reputation will catch up with you. And then you'll be a John Doe.
Alas, I think one of those gators is currently devouring my spare clothes.
You've got yourself in a fine pickle. All right, come on board the Nymph of Louisiana, and I'll sort you something to wear.
The Nymph? Is that what it sounds like? Why are you helping me?
Well, let's just say you ain't the only one who's had run-ins with the sheriff. Way I see it, this city deserves better. Now quit your stalling and head on over to the Nymph. I'll be in room 6.
This Mr. Barnaby is proving rather useful. Perhaps you're not so different after all.
One more word, Holmes, and I'll hand you over to the sheriff.
Sorry, was that John talking or Frank?
Oh, go annoy someone else while I visit the Nymph.
Well, look at you. All dressed up with nowhere to go.
I can't thank you enough. As I was saying, our journey has hardly gone to plan. We seem no closer to finding our missing people than when we left.
Well, if there were anything to know, Champagne'll know it. She's across everything in New Orleans. Look for her in the fisherman's village behind the Creole Quarter.
Thank you again, Lucy. I shall make my way there now.
Good luck, Johnny. Keep out of trouble.
Always a pleasure to see you regular, Mr. Barnaby. Welcome home.
Oh, forgive me, Watson. The difference is plain as day. What a remarkable transformation from Barnaby.
If we're critiquing wardrobes, Holmes, maybe you can explain why you used to roll just one sleeve up. Did you get bored halfway through?
I'm gonna die. Gonna die.
Are you all right, sir?
It'll come again. I will die.
What happened?
The lower of death, Brigitte, she came to me in the shape of a giant black rooster. Before that, some hit the wall outside. Then she came in. She took my will and she led me to the water.
Perhaps you were dreaming?
I wish I was. The great gator was there. It called me and I couldn't resist, but then the spell broke and I managed to crawl ashore.
Interesting.
I know how it sounds to an outsider, but it was the lower of death and it ain't finished with me.
You mentioned a lower. What is that exactly?
You outsiders only know one God. But there are many and we call them lowers. And Maman Brigitte is one of them. She's the lower of death and life. She heals the righteous and punishes the guilty.
Did you feel anything apart from fear last night?
Yeah. The signs of Maman's presence, no doubt about it. Everything became blurry, and my mouth was dry, and the light became very bright.
That is something. He dropped a cup here. Supper leftovers. What's It's not a simple tea. A herbal concoction, rather.
That tea seems not to be very popular here.
This one is almost odorless. It smells sweet. Interesting. I will take it just in case.
I would love to learn more about these. The healing properties of some herbs are truly amazing herbs.
And some are extremely dangerous. Cold ground herbs here. Are you a good fisherman, Cole?
I wouldn't say so, sir.
Some chewing tobacco leaves. Cheap and strong brew. Judging by the facial features, Cole and one of his relatives. With William in Shreveport, 1879. We have a feathered friend in the case. The poor bird crashed against Cole's house. The damage is recent. There are too many imprints here. It's hard to say where he did or didn't go. A feather. Not black, however.
Did you really expect to find the feather of rock here?
More boot prints here. was having dinner. He was alone. The herbal decoction started to affect him. He became dizzy and dropped the cup. Hallucinations and stimulation brought him outside. He could have drowned if not for the sobering effects of the cold water.
Sir?
Cole, I am sure that you were alone last night. The Lowers were not with you.
Well, what else could you say?
I didn't say that I disbelieve you. I'm wondering about this recipe.
It's just herbal tea. I went to Mr. Samdi and he gave me the recipe to help calm my heart.
Is he a doctor?
He is a voodooist. It was risky, but all I wanted was some sleep.
Where can I find him?
On the side of the church at one of the entrances to the Fisherman's Quarter. Look for a Veve sign, but watch what you say. He has the power of voodoo.
I'll be careful. May I ask for your assistance?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I've heard about that. Let me tell you.
At least the weather is on our side. Hopefully we won't stumble upon the sheriff.
Sir?
I must ask you, did you have a drink last night?
No, sir, I didn't take a sip. It all happened before I went to bed, and I only drink to fall asleep. That's just how it is lately.
Your boat is wrecked. What happened?
Well, I stumbled over a cypress root.
You'd need some force to cause that damage.
Yeah, and to be really down on your luck.
Tocqueville? Lafayette! Hush now. No offense, Sheriff. Them two don't take kindly to gents. Especially foreigners. How can champagne help you? Trip to the bayou? Feeding a huge crocodile?
Some other time, perhaps. Word has it, you know everything that goes on round these parts.
Maybe. Maybe not. What you want to know?
The bank in town recently purchased a valuable collection of gemstones from a wealthy man. What do you know of it?
Sure. I hear everything. This time I tell you for free. Next time, you pay.
Thank you.
May have been 2 weeks ago. Rich man's butler sold him some black opals.
And this rich man is?
Don't know his name, only that he from the French Quarter. Folk back in town could take you there. That's all I know. You need a boat? I hire 'em out for dollars. Or a bottle of you-know-what.
Thank you for the offer and the help. Do you know anything about this?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. You might ask the others.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
I'm sorry, but I don't know. You might ask the others.
Help me, please.
I know a lot, but not this.
Are you able to help me?
No, never heard nothing.
Are you able to help me?
No, never heard nothing.
Perhaps when this is over, we can try the Louisiana cuisine.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Don't be angry with me, sir, but I don't know.
Could you help me?
Doesn't remind me of anything. Someone else might help you better, sir.
Excuse me, just one question.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Is this familiar to you?
No, I not heard about that. Sorry.
May I ask for your assistance?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
May I ask for your assistance?
No, first I've heard of it.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Sorry, mister. Can't help you. Ask someone else.
Help me, please.
No, first I've heard of it.
Can I ask you a question?
What makes you think I can be of any help?
Help me, please.
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Excuse me, just one question.
I don't wish to be rude, but I don't have a clue about this.
Is this familiar to you?
No, never heard nothing.